For one final time in 2025, we are about to go racing for MotoGP. We're at the circuit Ricardo Tormo in Valencia for round 22 and the conclusion of the longest series in MotoGP history. Let's head down to the grid and join Susie Perry. She's with her old flame. It's Hervé Ponchero.
Difficult because no sleep, a lot of souvenirs coming back. But on the other hand, you know, when you have all the people that come to see you, to tell you what you gave them in within bracket, what they've been living through, what I've been doing, what I was saying, all the people I've been employing. I received an incredible message from Mr. Sylvain Gantoli just a few hours ago. And now it's been a fantastic week. In a way, it's sad, but as I said before, I cannot be sad. I had a great life. I regret nothing. I met incredible people. I fulfilled my dreams, more than my dreams. I met Susie Perry. What else can I ask, you know? And as I said before, nothing lasts forever. We have to understand that there is an end. The end is today. I'm still healthy. I don't know for how long. I live in a beautiful place of the world. I have a beautiful daughter. I have a good family. So I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to think what to do. But before all that, I'm going to rest and think what to do with the rest of my life.
Yes, so is it more than sunrises and sunsets that will be filling your life these next few years?
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay.
You know, my body is not young anymore, but my head is still very young, boiling. It's like a volcano. I have so many projects, so many adventures that I would like to do, so many chapters that I would like to open. So I don't know. I will keep you posted, Susie, be sure.
Well, thank you very much. After nearly 40 years...
Everybody behind their screen in United Kingdom, one more time, I love you.
You've done an incredible job. We thank you so much. This man thanks you very much as well. As Johan Zarco walks through to the front, what an opportunity you gave to him. And to so many riders. Thank you, Hervé.
Thank you, Susie.
All the best of luck.
Thank you, Sylvain.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Never again. Oh, it's quite sad, isn't it? Let's go to Jorge Lorenzo's talking to Nat.
Well, hey, we've had 6 different winners in the last 6 races. Mark, not on the grid today. Who are you going for this one, for this final one of the season?
Oof, difficult. Bsky starting pole position, but yesterday bad start and Alex Marquez was faster, and also Pedro. I would like that Pedro will get the first win because he's the only one of the favorites that still don't have a victory in MotoGP. He can get it, even if the KTM for me is not the best bike for the moment. But it will be interesting. Always the long race is very different from the sprint because different tires, different strategy. So in MotoGP everything can happen.
I think we all expected Mark to win this season on the factory Ducati, but has there been any surprise packages for you this year?
It was a surprise, the superiority that Mark have with this red bike. We didn't know how much difference was from the 2024 to the 2023 last year. Mark was doing miracles, and now we understand how superior is Mark for the rest of the riders. But anyway, Bsky and Aprilia improved a lot the last races, and also Pedro. So I hope that next year will be more competition.
Great to talk to you.
Okay, thank you.
Has a Pedro tingle this weekend as well. Well, we're just going to take a breath while we hear the anthems of Valencia and the Spanish national anthem too.
Valencian sempre sempre de nostra Déu cayó un salome de un solo Déu pero frenar no ves glòries a Espanya tots a una veu ser més fingau i en el taller i en el camp remolegen cantis de amor himnes de pau flames l'aire nostra senyera gloria a la pàtria visca València
Well, Jorge Martin is back with Aprilia this weekend, but it's Marco Bezzecchi in pole position, smashing the lap record to take that pole yesterday. Had an issue with the ride height device. What are his chances today, do you think?
They're great. They're really good. I mean, yesterday you had the issue, yes, with the front ride height device. They also made the wrong tyre choice with that soft front tyre, so they're not going to do that again. And he's looking so good. Bezzecchi, the Aprilia package, not only they look good, I mean, the bike is nice to look at, they also look really good with their race pace. They've, this season, especially the second part of the season, managed to make the efficiency of that package so much better, work on different layouts and keep the tire well, the stability, the bike looks like it's absolutely unreal. So yeah, Bezzecchi's got a great chance of winning the race. There's also Raul Fernandez right behind him on an Aprilia as well. That could be on the podium today.
Yeah, looking very sweet. Let's find out the inside line then, because Nat's been talking to Aprilia's Paolo Bonora.
Paolo, Marco was really unlucky, wasn't it, with that ride height yesterday? Pretty much ruined his sprint race, didn't it, yesterday? You must have a better feeling about today's out.
Yeah, for sure. Yesterday, unfortunately, the bike has a small technical problem, but we found it, fortunately. And since this morning, everything was okay. We hope today that he can put in this track all his energy, because also yesterday he wanted to make even a better result. So there is less temperature than he expected, to be honest. But for the longer distance, we think that Marco can manage the race very well.
And what a great way that would be to sign off. I mean, he's secured third place, but I know there was more expected of Jorge, but he's had his injuries. But it's been ultimately a really good season for Aprilia, hasn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. We have to thank both our riders, because also yesterday, don't forget, that was the first time that Jorge rejoined again one MotoGP bike. So he did a very, very, very good job. So we have to thank him a lot. And to be honest, yeah, it is a dream, because such a result we never achieved it. It is the first time that Aprilia Racing be in the second place of the constructor, and with one rider in the third place. So thanks to everybody and everybody at home in our factory.
Good luck today.
Thanks.
Well, let's find out what they can do today. Just minutes to go now before the start of this race. Everybody's been talking about the tyre selection. Let's find out what Michael knows. What have they chosen, Michael?
Well, Susie, after yesterday's sprint, which was only the second time this year where all 5 tyres in the allocation were in use, this circuit, it's heavily asymmetric. With only those few right-handers, the left shoulder is really reinforced, and then the right side is a lot softer, and that's the tricky thing, to get it up to temperature. But no anomalies today. Everyone go for the hard front for that stability in the braking zone. They will have to be careful getting it up to temperature. And in the rear, the medium, because 27 laps, the abuse you get, especially the last part of the lap, when you're coming up around turn 13 on the left shoulder, you're spinning, you're increasing the surface temperature, which degrades the tyre. So making it last right to the end is going to be key today. I've got a feeling about this man, though. Digi, very good at activating his tyres because he's a little taller, good at saving them. And then I look to the second row of the grid, Pedro Acosta. He's got more to give today. Can he keep the tyre under him? It seems like he's been able to do that this weekend. Could it be Pedro's day today?
Well, thanks, Michael. We've had 6 different winners from as many races. Are you looking at number 7? He's had 4 podiums in the last 4 races. Pedro Acosta, just looking for that final piece of the puzzle. I think everybody wants Pedro to get a win. Everybody's got a Pedro tingle. But these Michelin tyres, it's all very well for the Pirellis earlier. They don't like this cold weather. Turn 4 could be lethal round here. Let's move through. Look at this. Alex Marquez, second in the championship. He's the Silver Surfer on his silver Dream Machine. It looks absolutely beautiful, and he really does look like he could have this all in hand. The winner, of course, of the sprint yesterday. And then this is your man in pole position, Marco Bezzecchi. Had that problem yesterday with the ride height device, so we're not quite sure what he can do, but taking a lap record to get that pole position. It was back-to-back pole positions. This could be a really exciting race. But look, this season, for all the stories, for the Yamaha bringing a V4 into the mix, for Honda bringing their bike through, for Aprilia finding that sweet spot. The year has been about Marc Marquez and the greatest sporting comeback of all time. This is your final race of the season, the last dance. Ladies and gentlemen, your Valencian Grand Prix.
We meet in Valencia for the first time in 2 years for the last race of the 2025 MotoGP World Championship. It's been the longest season in history. 22 Grand Prix, 44 races in total. Marc Marquez has walked away with the World Championship. It's now all on the line to see who is going to be winner of the last race of the season. Marco Bezzecchi lines up on pole position with Alex Marquez and Fabio Di Giannantonio on the front row. Raul Fernandez from Pedro Costa and Fabio Quartararo, Franco Morbidelli, Jack Miller and Fermin Aldeguer. Juan Mir, Johan Zarco and I Aguirre. Luca Marini, Aleix Espargaro, Brad Binder, Pecco Bagnaia, Jorge Martin, Miguel Oliveira, Alex Rins, Enea Bashidi, Maverick Vinales, Nicolo Bulliger, Augusto Fernandez, and Somkat Chantra. Megan, the last time we were here in Valencia, it was a battle between Pecco Bagnaia and Jorge Martin for the World Championship. It ended with Martin down the deck, Bagnaia's champion. Now we come here, the championships are wrapped up, teams, riders, constructors, independents, all done. 200,000 fans back in the biggest grandstand in the world. And now, one final lap, 27. The question is Pedro Costa going to win this race?
I mean, it's entirely possible that he will, but also can Zarco stop almost causing a crash on the warm-up lap? Because that overtake was not necessary.
Yeah, well, third place is still in the battle. Marco Bezzecchi, 328 points. Pedro Costa's 34 points back. Bezzecchi, with his result yesterday, confirms himself as third of the championship. So it's actually just everyone's not really racing for positions. And this Grand Prix, for the first time, I think in about a very long time, it's just for glory.
Did you just notice as well that Di Giannantonio was fourth?
Yeah.
Digi really moved up the order silently, didn't he?
Digi's been a slow one this year.
Yeah.
Acosta could overtake him today, that's another question.
I reckon he will. I mean, I hope Acosta wins.
What about Marco Bezzecchi on this Aprilia? They want to end up on a mixed year with high results.
I want Bezzecchi next year to be champion, that's who. But I think today, he's had his wins this season. I want Acosta to experience that.
One last dance then. Oh, hang on a minute.
Oh.
There's been a contact on the grid. That's Franco Morbidelli, who's gone into the back of Luca Marini on the way to the grid. What's happened here? So
I said don't cause a thing on the opening.
So he's come over and he's tagged the side. Oh, well, who's in the middle? Is that Juan Mir? We've got a red flag in the front. He's going to the pit lane.
Is that Aleix?
Yeah.
He tagged the side.
I think it was Aleix he's touched in 14th position. Either way, green flag, ready for the start. But they can't start the race yet because we've still got IRTA officials on the circuit. Red lights are on. Pull the throttle back, we go racing for the last time in 2025. It's a smooth start coming from Marco Bezzecchi and Alex Marquez. Digi's going to have a Costa alongside him down towards turn 1. Jack Miller's going to slip on the team as round goes Digi into 3rd place as well. He keeps off back further. Morbidelli's still in the pits. Everyone's been sent out wide. That was a weird start. As up the inside, there goes Alex Winch trying to make a couple of places up as well. That hasn't worked out the way he wanted to on some Cat Chancha. Morbidelli is starting the race in the pit lane. He's got going, but now, whoa! And that's Bagnaia!
Too wide.
Bagnaia off into the gravel trap
And he's crashed.
The Grand Prix. Bagnaia at the same part of the track where 2 years ago it was Jorge Martin going down.
Was it Bullock next to him?
Forced him off. His own teammate.
He's gone down as well.
They all got concertinaed up.
Continued.
Bullock is down into 22nd position. Morbidelli's going to pass him, and Bagnaia's out of the Grand Prix.
Was it Martin also? Because there was 3 bikes involved in that.
Well, that is already one of the contenders down, and that just signs off what a terrible year Pecco Bagnaia's had.
Yeah, literally, not even a lap.
Zarco on the inside line, it's on Cat Chancha getting a little bit edgy. It's currently under investigation, but it's all going nuts in the middle of the field. This is the typical last day of school at the moment because everyone's just really gone, wow, there's really nothing to play for. Let's get the fists out. It's like race 1 of the year. And up the inside, look at that. That's Luca Marini going on with Jack Miller in the last corner.
Martin double long lap penalty and Mia a long lap penalty.
Did they jump the start?
It might have been them that did this.
Martin might have had a penalty to serve from the previous Grand Prix.
That's why he's got a double.
That's
Bastianini moves past Quartararo for 11th.
Radio.
No, I don't know either.
No, I don't know either. That's the live team radio.
When he can do.
No, it's gone off.
That's the live team radio coming through as I almost put my foot down on my headphones and ripped them off.
Oops.
So live team radio coming through as Binder going on the inside line gets ahead of Bastianini.
No, we were saying the exact same thing.
Yeah. Look how far Morbidelli is back there, Megan. Even though he's starting from the pit lane, I think Franco's got a problem with the aero. Because
at least he's not last.
He's 2 sectors behind, even though he's starting from the pit lane. He shouldn't be that far back. And he's coming into the pit lane. That's Franco Morbidelli, I believe, out. And Zarco with a long lap penalty.
Yeah.
That's a surprise.
That could be for what I saw on the warm-up lap when he overtook. I think it was... I can't remember who exactly it was. It might have been Elish. Yeah, he got very close. It was like a double overtake. And I did think there was a tiny bit of contact. That's why I said, please don't start a contact during the middle of a race. And then Morbidelli goes and does it.
There's been a debate recently about Franco Morbidelli about if he's MotoGP material. And I hate to say, I think it's a fairly short debate. That's so many rookie errors he's made. How do you crash on the way to the grid?
He was literally going into his box as well, which I don't get why suddenly he veered right.
There he is. Franco Morbidelli out of the Grand Prix.
Was it a ride height thing that caused it to go right?
Yeah. Mia a collision with Marini yesterday. That's why Mia's got the long lap penalty for contact with Marini's teammate yesterday in the sprint.
Okay, so I think Martin definitely, like I mentioned earlier, could have been involved.
And there, confirmed, there's Pecco Bagnaia. Helmet still on. Right, let's take a look at what happened. So, watch further back. He's going to come in out of nowhere, and it is Johan Zarco who just trail breaks in, forces Bagnaia out wide, and Bagnaia ends up in the kitty litter. And Ralph Fernandez has got ahead of Fabio Di Antonio. And look how close it was to Quartararo, who's piggy in the middle.
So that explains why Zarco got the long lap penalty, but it doesn't explain why Martin has a double.
Aldeguer's gone through on the inside of Juan Mir. Yeah, I don't know why. Martin then with... Hang on, who's that? Binder has passed Bastianini and Quartararo's down to 12th position. Vinales up to 14th. Zarco with that long lap penalty still to serve at the moment.
Ayagura passed Zarco.
2 Ducatis out at the moment. Alex Marquez holding on for 2nd position. He's 3 tenths behind, but Pedro Acosta's exactly still making in 5th position.
I mean, Acosta, please try a little bit harder. I mean, you are only 2 tenths away from Di Antonio, so please try your hardest to get past him.
Over the line and far away, we come to play in Valencia with a heavy break on the inside line down towards turn 1. Look at Ralph Fernandez, 1:30.023. Fastest lap so far, as Martin now has completed both his long lap penalties.
I still don't know what they were for. Did he cause an issue while under yellow or something?
Yeah.
mean, that's the only reason I could think why he would be given a long lap penalty.
Must have been jumping the start, but it hasn't told
But
us.
it says
on
no
our monitors.
jumps.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's
Morbidelli didn't restart. It sounds like he might have hurt his hand. There might have been a penalty for that. He did crash into the rider, even if that rider was stopped. Of course, that rider was Aleix Espargaro. This was Ralph Fernandez on the inside line, down at turn 6. A good move on the inside of Digi.
That was beautiful. And he almost lost it on the exit as well, so very good holding there.
They like the holding patterns, though. They've been doing that all weekend long. And look at this with Pedro Acosta. He's trying to have a go now on the inside of Fabio Di Giannantonio. Desperate to try and find something out, but it's just not.
He's a 10th away. Oh, he's trying for the inside. Can he make it, or will Digi get the cutback? Oh, he cuts him off from ever making even an attempt at the cutback. And why?
As Mia's doing
Zarco's making his one, and so is Mia.
Yeah, they've done their long lap penalty. Beautiful move for Pedro Acosta. Moves up into 4th position. Digi couldn't challenge that, as you said. He cut him off perfectly at the exit of turn 10. Alon across. Well, the microphone that broke this morning during the Moto2 has been replaced and haven't quite got the EQ balance right there. So that last corner microphone sounds a bit long. There, Mia's completed both. He's completed his long lap penalty.
Yeah.
1:29.976 for Ralph Fernandez there. There's Davide Brivio watching on. He's got a feeling that his boy might win the race today as Aleix Espargaro's dropped down to 16th position.
I think that's no case about Zarco, but I think Aleix might have just been like pack racing thing. He went a little bit too wide.
Yeah. Lost out something there, didn't he?
Yeah. Given where he was when that happened, that was quite near the hairpin.
Yeah.
Because honestly, that looks more like a hairpin than anything I've ever seen, like a bobby
Turn
pin.
2 coming into it as well on the mix.
Turn 2 and 3 is like where he seems to have gone a little bit too wide, so I guess that's what happened.
Lap 5 of 27 then. Marco Bezzecchi leading from Alex Marquez, Ralph Fernandez, Pedro Acosta, Fabio Di Giannantonio from Fermin Aldeguer, Jack Miller, Luca Marini, Brad Binder and Ea Bastianini has the top 10. Fabio Quartararo, Maverick Vinales, Miguel Oliveira, Juan Mir and Ayagura in the last points playing position in the Trackhouse.
Trackhouse are really happy.
He's loving life at the moment. Aleix Espargaro's dropped down to 16th. Somcat Chancha 17th, but up 7 places. Rins then is 18th. Augusto Fernandez made up 4 places into 19th. Nico Bulliger now 20th. Zarco with that penalty down to 21st. Martin with that penalty down to 22nd. Morbidelli retired. And Bagnaia was forced off by Zarco on the opening lap of the race at turn 4.
I tell you what, Alex better hurry up if he doesn't want Raul to catch him, because currently Raul is just ever so quicker in each sector.
Yeah, look at that. The last time by, he was 87 thousandths of a second faster that time by. So Raul is closing on him. The gap now between the top 3 separated by less than a second now. We're on board with Alex Marquez, looking ahead to Marco Bezzecchi as they come into the first right-hander at turn 4. Slowly pull the throttle, lift the bike up, then down again through 6, and then, you just got to keep it to the right.
What has happened to Raul in the past few races by the Weds? Like, how is he suddenly just like,
wins
podium?
One, yeah.
I'll take that.
Wins one race and then all of a sudden,
yeah,
ban.
It's like someone just told him the secret to MotoGP.
Yeah. Raul is electric at the moment. They really have started to push. There is Pecco Bagnaia, still with his helmet on. Unbelievable.
He doesn't want people to see how angry he is.
He was hoping, and Rins passes Chancha. He was hoping for a red flag though, because he could restart, but now he can't. No. Pecco Bagnaia's 2025 season from hell, our reigning champion, retires on the opening lap of the Grand Prix and is now walking back down the pit lane.
That does not look like a man who wants to stay in that team.
If Martin goes down, there is no world champions left in this race.
Martin, please don't.
That's Premier class world champions, I must state as well.
Yeah.
Why we're seeing the championship, I don't know, because none of the top 4 are going to change positions.
The fact that Bagnaia being in the same team as Marquez isn't even in the top 4.
Yellow,
Ayagura, no!
Ayagura's down in the first sector, now that must be at turn 2.
Right, okay.
Has he dropped at the first corner or the second corner?
Please pick it back up.
Rider Tracker says turn 2 on entry, but I don't believe that. No, he's not going to pick that up. That bike's gone and it's broken. Ayagura crashes out from 15th position. Let's have a look. Oh, that's a big one there.
At least he let go. If he did an Acosta and didn't let go, then he would have had a broken collarbone.
Yeah, that's the exit of turn 1 as there's Davide Tardozzi. The world yellow flag sent to 1 still. Are they going to red flag this? Is the air fence down?
I think it might be.
I think the air fence is down because look, the yellow flag's still out there in the first 2 corners. I reckon that air fence is in trouble.
Ayagura might be able to actually get back into this.
Ayagura could. If the red flag comes out, there's a restart with back 2. Mia's past Vinales. Because that bike did take off quite a bit if it hit the air fence.
Oh, it's gone back in.
Green now, green now.
Maybe it just dislodged and moved a bit.
Oh, good point about Juan. I forgot about Juan Mir. The chat's reminding me. I forgot about Juan Mir. He's a world champion.
Oh, yeah.
Arguably, I know it's really awful to say, but Juan Mir is one of the most forgettable because it was a crazy year in 2020.
And it's just unexpected.
Right, here's the race start. This is... Oh, that's Martin, yeah. So Aleix Espargaro is into his grid slot, and Franco Morbidelli just cruises into the back of it.
Did he have trouble with braking?
Yeah, look, the side pod's damaged on the side, and yeah, that bike was not in the same position.
I'm thinking maybe his
damn,
brakes
and
failed.
Quartararo.
Oh, yeah.
It's been 22 races, guys. 44 lights out.
Do you know what? They're world champions. They should show it.
Look at that! Look at that! From next to Espargaro, the smoking bit of bodywork of Morbidelli. Yeah, so I stand corrected. There's a lot of world champions on this grid.
It's about 3.
I stand corrected. Yeah, so we've got Juan Mir running in 13th position. Quartararo is running up in 11th position. Can I arguably say that none of them are inside the top 10 then?
Yes. But can I just also point out...
I agree with what Sean put, as I said. He's forgettable because he only won 1 Grand Prix.
Yeah.
He won 1 Grand Prix. This is the thing, though. He was 2nd and 3rd all year long. He was Mr. Consistent. He won 1 Grand Prix here at Valencia as the European Grand Prix. A week later, he won the World Championship. He had his first win and first world title in the space of literally 6 days. Because the race
didn't even get a week.
Because the race the next week started an hour earlier because the clocks changed. So in the space of 6 days, he won his first race and his first world championship. No wonder it was so forgettable. That season was rushed.
Happened in a week.
And that season should have belonged to Quartararo, but he did the Yamaha that year just went. As we're watching Alex Marquez closing on Bezzecchi.
Speaking of, who was Bagnai's teammate in 2023 again? Was it Morbidelli?
The factory rider, wasn't it, in Bagnai?
Are both of them out?
And Bezzecchi, remember?
Yeah, but also look, Morbidelli and Bagnai, weren't they teammates at one point?
No, Morbidelli's only never been teammate in the factory Chicago squad.
I could have sworn Morbidelli was someone's teammate.
Yeah. Quartararo's last year, yeah, man.
Well, he's the runner-up, as I like to call him. And yes, again, he's running up to crashing out.
Yeah, we've had Bastianini. He was there, and also...
Oh, it might have been Bastianini, I'm thinking
and also Baz. Yeah, do you remember? He was... we'll move up... Honda's going to move up in the concessions rank from D to C as a result of their performance here today. So they get a couple more extra testing benefits taken away from them. Honda getting better and better after a couple of bad seasons. I love how thank you, by the way, to the chat for reminding me about the 2 world champions on the grid. From the 2 most forgettable years of MotoGP, by the way.
Yeah, it's kind of like a blur. And both of them have only won once.
Yeah.
In consecutive years.
Marquez won it in 2019. Then we had Tammy's briefly went down, but they're back again. Yeah, Martin, what was it? Marquez won 19, Mia won 20, Quartararo won 21,
then Bagnai
22, 23, and Martin 24, and now Marquez 25. Yeah. Going further back, it was Marquez in 18 and 17 and 16. 15 belonged to Lorenzo, 14 and 13 belonged to Mark.
You see, he does remember them. It's just
12 and 11
all the time.
What was it? 10 and 12. Yeah, 11 and Rossi was in there too in the mix. Last one on championship in 09.
I agree. Trackhouse was second.
Trackhouse are looking a bit better at the moment.
Oh.
Only spot.
The fact that
2012 Lorenzo. Yeah.
Raul has moved up 4 tenths and Alex has moved down 4 tenths. So that isn't Raul getting faster. That's Alex getting slower.
Yeah, so 2012 Lorenzo, 2011 is Casey Stoner, 2010 was Jorge Lorenzo.
Speaking of Honda, Mia moves up into 12th.
Yeah, 2009 was Valet. So as they come through again, this is lap 10 of 27, 18 laps to go. This feels like an eternity at the moment as Aldeguer's passed Jack Miller.
It feels like lap 18. Can it be? Oh,
Miller's repassed Aldeguer. So we're not seeing that battle on the circuit. There we go. And look at Marini on the inside of the pair of them, coming in on a whack into turn 1. And he gets through an Aldeguer.
He doesn't Aldeguer.
Aldeguer's swapped back at him. Down the brakes, inside line at 2.
He's nothing but an opportunist.
Yeah, but Marini's the brother of Valentino Rossi. He knows exactly where to put the bike. And look at him.
And he's not afraid to kick someone
He's
down.
going to throw it at turn 4. No, he lifts out of it.
It's practically family motto. Especially if Miller's there.
Just kicking out. You're really going to bring on the debate of Valet kicking Mark in Malaysia 2015?
Yeah, I mean, Mark's there. He's just not racing.
Valet's here as well.
No, they can debate it then.
I think everyone will agree, though, in the chat, the most legendary title victory here in Valencia was 2006. The Kentucky kid, Nicky Hayden, getting the most unlikely championship victory of all, and the emotions pouring out of him that day. Such a shame we lost him in a road accident a couple of years ago. Now, this was Aldeguer getting a poor exit. Miller getting great launch out of the last corner. So, yeah, Miller turns in. Oh, he kicks him. He does.
Well, someone did kick someone then.
And up the inside, Raul Fernandez takes second position away from the chromed Alex Marquez with that livery for second place in the championship this year. He's gone chrome today, but it's not helping him. It's a bit heavier than expected because Raul's blitzed his way through down to turn 1. Can Trackhouse get ahead of Marco Bezzecchi? Can Raul win again?
I don't think I've ever seen Alex winning chrome.
No, he's had it a couple of times, hasn't he?
Yeah, and every time another person has won. I think Aldeguer won when they were in chrome.
Yeah, it's a special livery because he's confirmed second. He's also the Independence Rider of the Year, but he misses out on the brand new BMW M Sport. And did Alex go wide in the last corner? Turns in. No, Raul just threw it up the inside as a Hail Mary to turn 14.
It's just like, I'm the only one actually getting points for my team today. I need to pass you. Bye-bye.
This is why I think Raul's really coming to his own in the second half of the season, as you said as well. He's started to use it. Trackhouse, NASCAR team, of course, let's not forget. They run a team in NASCAR predominantly. They came into MotoGP to take over from the Crypto Yamaha squad after, predictably, cryptocurrency went the way of the dodo. So Trackhouse stepped in, they took over that entry, they went with Aprilia backing of power, and it has worked for them. Aprilia are 1-2 at the moment in engine manufacturers.
Do you know, Rossi and Mark could actually talk about the kicking because it happened...
They don't talk.
It happened between his brother and his brother's teammate. So
That's
technically, it's like what happens if they kick each other. Their brothers are both on the track.
Yeah, that's true. 15 laps to go. But I just had to put on one thing. 10 years on from that crash in Malaysia, we had Marc Marquez coming one way and Valet coming the other. I think this is back in maybe Indonesia. They cross over each other and the camera's following Marc, pulls back and starts following Valet as they're both moving across each other on the way to the grids.
I'm surprised one of them didn't trip the other.
Valet probably just sticking out of them.
It's like, see, this is kicking.
Look, if you want to know, it's very bigly debated. My personal stance was that Valet got too much in his head about Marc because of what his engineer said to him after the Grand Prix in San Marino at Misano.
The engineer's always staring crazy.
And it was actually, where were we before? Where were we before Malaysia? Can't quite remember where we were in Malaysia, but it was Mark. I think it could have been Japan. It was Marquez, Lorenzo, Rossi, and Dovizioso, I think. They were all swapping positions, and Marc overtook and won ahead of Lorenzo. And for some reason, Valet got in his head that it was at Phillip Island in Australia. Valet got in his head that Marc wanted Lorenzo to win the title because he was giving him more points, despite the fact that Marc won the race And Lorenzo didn't win the race. He finished second. So I don't know. But his engineer got
Why
in
would
Vale's
Mark
head.
want someone else to win the title?
Yeah.
It should be very clear that every single rider would want themselves to win the title.
It was, I could barely...
their teammate.
Look, it was 10 years ago. I can barely remember it, but it's still very hotly discussed to this day. It's absolutely nuts. Max says, read the kick. Real racers look forward, not backwards. Because when that kick happened...
Yeah, to the next kick.
Vale was looking where Mark was and kicked him. It was a clear kick.
Well, he's got to see where he's kicking. You don't want to kick the tyre.
Cost him the championship because the stewards kicked him out and made him start. They made Vale start at the back of the grid for the Valencia Grand Prix, and he got up to like 5th or 6th, but lost out the title, and Lorenzo won the race for the title. Yeah, in 15.
So he did end up winning.
That was a crazy year in the commentary box, let me tell you. You weren't there.
I know.
You did 14, missed 15, and came back in... When did you come back?
When I was constantly doing tests.
21 then. Either way, this is that. We're halfway, by the way, believe it or not, in the Grand Prix. 14 and 27, 14 to go.
It was 21.
Not much has happened. As now, finally, we might get our first overtake because Enea Bastianini is under attack for 10th position to the world champion of 2020, Juan Mir, who's going to go to the outside. And the world champion of 2021 is now down to 12th position, Fabio Quartararo. So the other two world champions of the grid I forgot about are now together on the circuit.
Woohoo!
But
maybe they can take each other out and make your prediction true.
Yeah, that's true. They might actually, because Mia's going for it on the inside line down to turn 2. Shuts that door, but just can't find the track. The tyres are gone.
Why is Martin and Fernandez just together right now?
Where?
On the circuit.
I have no idea. They must be so close together on the circuit. Rider trackers is about not very useful at the moment, is it?
Yeah. Like, they only see each other right now.
I see, this rider track is cool, but I wish they'd just put the dots as the names.
Also, actually on the circuit.
Yeah, because they're flying above it. It's very hard to tell who's who.
It looks like they're hovering around the circuit, not anything else.
This is Jorge Martin running in 21st position. World champion last year. Missed half the season. A bit more than that, actually, isn't it? With the injury. Is he waving to the crowd?
I think he's only done 25% of the season.
I think he's going to retire. Oh, no, hang on. I stand corrected. I think Martin just saw himself on the big televisions, so he's waving to his adoring crowd. Not that the Spanish like him that much. They are all Mark fans here.
I mean, he's not here. They'll tell you what they get.
Alex is here.
True.
I'm surprised about Pedro Acosta here. I was expecting him to attack, and he has not. He's stayed in 4th position.
Maybe he was hoping for someone to crash.
Yeah, he's up from 5th, but yeah, not doing the best, is he? There's Kit watching on.
Now it's lap 16 of 27, 12 to go. And it's now Martin finally gets past into this lap.
Is it the end of the season yet?
12 laps a minute in.
Oh, he is entering he's out.
Oh my God.
He is out of the race. I was right. Jorge Martin has come into the pit lane and his miserable season ends.
Another champion gone.
So we've lost the 25 champion of Marc Marquez because he was out with injury. He's lost the 20...
The last 4 years.
We now lost the 24 world champion, and we lost the 23 champion earlier on and the 22 champion. So it's going well, this Grand Prix of Valencia.
I reckon he was in pain.
Yeah, can I just point out, it was the wrong decision for Jorge Martin to come back and race this weekend. He's still not... he's going to do the testing as well.
At least Vinales waited until he was completely back.
Yeah, Maverick Vinales is back, of course. That's another one to point out. He was
I got a shock
fit.
yesterday when I saw it. I was like, oh.
Yeah, Maverick's actually doing well. He's 14th on his return to MotoGP.
He's got points.
That's 2 points on his board, yeah.
I think he might be the only person on the entire grid that actually takes recovery seriously.
And so be it, because that that Red Bull KTM job, that's going to be a good team next year. They've had a lot of practice. Look at Acosta in just the sprint races. Now, actually, Acosta might steal 3rd. He's on the back of Alex, and he's looking a bit racy.
I think they are the only ones where all of their teams are in the top 15.
Always inside the points. they wanted to, they could challenge Ducati for this battle of the constructors next year. I think that's going to be it's going to be KTM versus Ducati for the constructors next year, just by the amount of bikes. But Ducati having 6 bikes and KTM only having 4. But it's the 4 that are consistently in those points, as you say. Even throwing Pol Espargaro when he's been running it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he's not been forced to crash.
They have always kept that momentum. They've always kept the sort of, this is always going to work. Yeah, the dominance of it.
Also, we had a Ducati and a Ducati and an Aprilia crash out, so I'm guessing next is a Yamaha and a Yamaha.
Yeah, well, Fabri's running well, they'll just shoot one mirror as well.
He can take him out.
Then we really wouldn't have any champions in left. But look at Pedro Acosta on the inside line of the last corner. He's having a go on Alex Marquez. They both decide against it, but Acosta!
Now he's fighting.
Really on it now. Up towards the line. Can he have a go on Alex Marquez? Into turn 1. Turn 4 maybe, Megan. Oh, maybe turn 1.
That was a little bit of a mistake there, I feel, from Alex.
If I was Pedro, I'd roll it off and just throw it up the inside at turn 4.
Do an hour to go, you mean?
Yeah. Just throw it up.
Hope for the best, hope you don't crash, and then oh my god, it worked.
You're close enough now. Come on, Pedro. Roll it off.
He's a lot more careful of a rider, though. He's very precise with his movements. That's why it takes him so long to get past someone.
Yeah, and I think that's why Acosta...
He may just let go of the back.
He may be a Moto2 world champion, but Acosta, that's what's lacking the MotoGP mentality. He still treats the motorcycle like it's a Moto2.
He needs to start kind of like just pushing the bike. That's why Aldeguer won a race.
Latest from Aprilia. Aprilia Racing has decided to withdraw Jorge Martin for the race as a precaution. Thank you for your understanding.
Also, it is about his injury.
I think it's just a precaution. That was a bit weird. Yeah.
We don't want you to crash this bike.
I think it was fatigue.
But Zeki might need it.
It was fatigue. I'm being told it was fatigue. He's tired. You're right, Megan.
Also, he is still a little bit too injured.
Can I point out, by the way, that Pecco Bagnaia has crashed out of the last 5 races. He's failed to finish since he won at Motegi back in September.
Maybe whatever curse was haunting Jack Miller's moved on to him.
Bagnaia, end of his season with 5 DNFs in a row in the final 5 Grand Prix. Thank you, Sean.
Speaking of,
I read that, by the way, on Twitter on Motorsport as well. But yeah, go on, Max.
Jack Miller's still up.
Miller is still up.
Why hasn't he crashed yet? This is very unusual.
Jack Miller not crashing.
Yes, he's in 7th.
End of a good year for Jack.
For the last 2 races, he has not crashed. It's getting very unusual. Ever since Australia, he's been like, okay, I'm away.
Hang on a minute, what happened there? There's been a
he
swap
passed
around.
someone. That's what happened.
Digi and Aldeguer?
It was Jack Miller almost getting passed by Marini, but Jack Miller not allowing it to happen and getting the cutback immediately.
Acosta's gone very deep into turn 8. He's trying to get the slipstream. Look at this. The KTM team watching him on, going, come on, lad. What have you got? Let's have a replay. So look, he's on the back of Alex, and then he just runs it in deep.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
He's faster, and the tyres look faster as well.
Yeah. Ooh, look at Alex's.
Degrading.
Yeah. I'm not.
Look at him. He's made one mistake, and he's already on the back of him. Coming into the last corner at turn 14.
Just move past him, or Digi will do it for you.
Digi's catching the pair of them, and he senses a 3rd place here. Wow! Raul's on the back of Marco!
When did that happen? Also, how is he 8 tenths back? He looks a lot closer than him. No, that is not 8 tenths. I'm sorry, but this timing screen was wrong. That's about 4.
Look at Acosta. Challenging on the back of Alex Marquez.
He's 500 past.
He's going for it on the inside line at turn 4. He's doing the dive bomb. He gets it through.
Ooh.
Alex gets the undercut, but he can't get alongside. And Pedro Acosta, to the delight of the KTM team, moves up into 3rd position.
Ducati is now off the podium, and it's now Aprilia, KTM.
And it might be that the sun comes out here in Valencia. Air temperature and track temperature have stayed the same since Moto2. 18 air, 19 track. It's been a remarkably consistent day, and that's why we're seeing these tyre differentials. But Alex is struggling out there, because here comes Di Antonio.
Why is the highest Yamaha right now Jack Miller?
You're really surprised that Jack Miller's still there, aren't you?
I am very, very surprised. I mean, it does good things for his potential of staying in the team, which I'm very happy about.
Well, he signed up next year alongside Top Rat Rascalione.
I think that'll be a good partnership, a chaotic one, but yes.
Top Rat. Everyone says Top Rat's going to come in and dominate MotoGP.
No.
After what Nicola Bullock has done, I think it could be a surprise. He might be good.
Also, Mark's still in. I think people have too many expectations from rookies sometimes. It's like, oh, they're going to dominate. Yes, against some experienced riders.
Are we allowed to call Top Rat Rascalione a world champion 3 times in World Superbikes? He's already a world champion. Are we allowed to call him a rookie?
He's a rookie into this.
Nico Bullock is technically a rookie. Oh, there goes Digi up the inside of turn 4, catching Alex Marquez by surprise. A sweet move on the inside line, and he's through now into 4th position.
If you've never done a certain place in a certain sport, then I consider you a rookie. It doesn't matter if you've won championships beforehand, you've never gone into this specific sport.
So we classify him as a rookie?
Yes.
Yeah.
The same way I would consider Marc Marquez a rookie if he went into World Superbike.
Sean's saying that he's the surprise wild card of the season. Bullock has really done, he's done me proud, Nicola Bullock.
He has. I mean, right now he's ahead of Chantra and Fernandez, and he was ahead of Martin.
Yeah, the
only reason he's behind is because he got pushed back.
Got a point in Portugal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's more than Salvador's done.
Yeah, Salvador got so close in Germany.
I know, I was so disappointed.
Best race of the year, though, definitely was Germany.
Yeah.
Come on, what have you got to find?
Heart was constantly in your mouth and you're probably like, oh my god, another crash.
Ralph Fernandez is closing down Marco Bezzecchi. He's sort of got to wonder on if this championship's going to go that way.
Come on, wow.
Do you reckon he will take it?
Oh, Marini's just got past Jack Miller.
There he is. Down the inside line, turn 1.
I feel like Jack's just happy to be there.
I'm just happy to be. Who am I looking for? Ralph Fernandez. Number 25. Victory back in Australia, of course, earlier on this year. His first Grand Prix victory. Trackhouse finally coming of age. He was in a battle that day with Bezzecchi as well.
Bezzecchi...
After the sprint, do you remember?
Come to think of it, Bezzecchi seems to be like the... What's it called when you have to do something? Rite of passage to each of the new winners, because Aldeguer had a battle with him as well.
Aldeguer did have a battle with him.
Like, you need to get past Bezzecchi in order to win.
At Indonesia.
Good luck.
Bezzecchi's tyres on the left-hand side, looking a tiny bit warm. Of course, the left side will grain more than the right, because there's more left-handers on this circuit than there are right-handers.
That front tyre, though, is actually quite good.
Yeah, he's got a lot of front-end grip, hasn't he? Yeah. Look at that. You don't ride a motorcycle, you skid with a motorcycle.
And hope you don't crash.
Yeah. Honda are officially promoted in concession status and lose the ability to test with their racers, which is why Luca passed him. More holiday.
Woohoo!
So
Luca was just like,
yeah.
I fancy just sleeping in a bit more. Bye-bye.
Well, basically, if anybody does know...
Is that why Miller just let him go?
Yeah, Zarco has gone ahead there as well.
Oh, he's so close to
of Alex Rins. Yeah, but basically, remember, before we have the pre-season testing in Sepang in Malaysia, the week before, we've got the Sepang Shakedown, and that's the teams who've got more concessions. Maverick Vinales has dropped down 4 places already. What's happened to Maverick?
Pack
Racing. Yeah.
And that pushes Zarco into the points.
And that definitely confirms that Honda have got more holiday time.
Woohoo!
And Bolliger passes Vinales.
Okay, I think Vinales might have a problem.
Try to find him on the rider tracker. Yeah, look, Bolliger's there. Vinales has gone wide. Vinales got a big problem.
I think it might be a technical issue.
5 to go, and the gap is 6.5 tenths of a second. Raul might go for his second win of the year.
Then again, he might have just been trying to regain with his injury. He's not tired as well, is he?
As far as I know, but yeah, as I was saying, we've got the Sepang Shakedown coming up in late January, early February. And yeah, that will be for the ride. That will be for the teams who have concessions to use. Might be in the case where we might not actually have a pack shakedown test. Megan.
There is now a substantial gap forming between Vinales. I think he might come into the pits next time round.
Yeah, I think Vinales might come in. I think he might be done.
I think he might be pushing himself a bit too much.
Fatigue might be hitting him as well. They've all got an 8-hour test on Tuesday.
Zarco gets past Aleix.
Zarco moves up. Zarco is into 14th position. Aleix, though, will pick up a point for Honda. But let's put out that, don't forget, Aleix is on a Honda-powered bike, so he too picks up points.
Ah, so we've got 3 points so far. Yeah, he's in the pits.
Vinales pits and ends his disastrous 2025 campaign.
He's also tired.
Yeah.
He's the first KTM to be out.
We're down to 19 with 4 to go. Look at Acosta being attacked by Fabio Di Gianantonio. But my eye, and there is Maverick Vinales in the pits.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's Aleix.
No. It's Fabio!
Quartararo!
Fabio Quartararo!
Mia, you're the only one left.
He's out!
Did I curse him earlier on?
I think you did. Yeah.
Mia, watch out.
Fabio Quartararo is out of the Valencia Grand Prix.
Aleix got passed at the same exact time, so I was very worried.
Now there's only one world champion left. He just dropped the front. Completely dropped it at turn 6.
Mia, watch out.
So now
Please.
Juan Mir is the only world champion left in the field. If he crashes out, that prediction of earlier on has come true.
Where's Mia in the list? 10.
Well, you said you wanted Poirot's gone down, so where's your shotgun?
It's hidden. But the thing is, oh.
Mia's dropping down. He's dropped down to his team fast by the mirror.
You better have just been given.
If that has happened, that would have been the line of the season.
Mia.
Oliveira just sneaked back past him. Greg says almost certain Mia will bin it. Well, it seems to be the way that he's the only world champion left. All the world champions have crashed out today.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure someone put a curse on them all.
Marquez out, Bagnaia out, Martin out, Quartararo out.
I feel like
Mia's the only one left behind that gap.
Wait, I've just thought, what if Lorenzo just put a curse on the rest of the champions? Just like, very interesting.
Yeah, I'm the only one who can actually ride and do well. Raul's getting even closer, that's what Sean says.
Evil laughs.
But look at this. Digi's getting closer to Acosta. The top 4 might change position still. With 3 laps to go, and that's Miller passing Binder. This is getting good. Look at the rain cloud. If that arrives later on, I'm going to be so annoyed we missed the rain.
I kind of hope we do miss the rain. We have enough problems.
Aleix dropping down. Aleix is dropping down the order.
No, I think it was the Shantra actually making a move for once.
No,
it is. They're pack racing right now with each other.
Acosta goes wide. Digi gets the exit out the last corner. 2 laps to go here in Valencia. And we have 2 different battles for all the podium spots. Bring it up together again. Can I just put out, I feel like we should be watching the battle for the lead rather than the battle for 3rd and 4th. I think this should be in the mini box, and we watch the other battle.
Isn't it Acosta's turn because Digi got the 3rd place yesterday?
Yeah, so
Digi, you stay in 4th, please, and Acosta can have it today.
That never happens in motorcycle racing as Digi makes the move on the inside line. Acosta's going to get the undercut, but can't get the acceleration. Yes, he can in the 2nd phase, but shuts it down in turn 5.
He's still going for it, though.
Digi takes 3rd position, the same place he did yesterday, and that's really going to annoy Pietro.
How's Mia doing?
He's still out there.
Okay, good.
Right, now this battle's done, can we please have a look at the leaders? Aleix pits. Aleix is out of the race. He did have a problem. So Aleix Espargaro retires.
A shame for Aleix.
From the Grand Prix here in Valencia.
The first Honda, now Yamaha are the only ones who haven't actually had someone retire.
Well, Quartararo retired. He's a Yamaha.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everyone's retired.
Everyone.
Yeah.
So we have Honda. Yeah. No one's been spared today.
No one has been spared, no. 2 to go. Is Pedro going to try and have a go? Back on the inside line in turn 15. Bezzecchi's... Right, this is going to be the last lap. Now finally we cross it. This is the last lap of the MotoGP season. Look at that. They are challenging him on. Who's going to win the race? 3 tenths between Bezzecchi and Raul. Digi and Acosta battling for 3rd. Here's Raul. He's holding him down. I think Marco might have this one, Megs.
Yeah, I think he will as well. I think it'll be close, but I think Bezzecchi has it. I mean, he's dominated the entirety of the race. I kind of want him to have it.
It'll be his 6th win in MotoGP if that's the case. For Marco Bezzecchi, Binder's past Miller for 8th place. Miller's dropping down the order quite substantially as well.
He's fine. He's just a bit tired.
Raul's closing, but Marco is looking forward.
He's out of run.
We're into the last Sector 2 now, crossing over into Sector 3 we go. This is the last run. The line is coming up. Through into the braking zone now. What have you got for us?
There's a lot of fluctuation happening between Oliveira and Miller. I can't tell whether they're both slowing and speeding up at the same time or just busy.
Into the last couple of corners we will go. Marco Bezzecchi has been the star for Aprilia in 2025. They lost their main gun of Jorge Martin, but Marco Bezzecchi has certainly risen to the occasion. He wins again! Marco Bezzecchi wins the season finale in Valencia! Raul Fernandez is 2nd, Fabio Di Giannantonio is 3rd, Pedro Costa 4th, and Aldeguer gets ahead of his teammate Alex Marquez at the last corner. Zarco gets ahead of Mia.
Look who's in.
And Nicolai Bulliger picks up a World Championship point as Jorge Lorenzo waves the checkered flag.
He only didn't allow Mia to spin it.
What a season!
I knew he was there.
Aprilia win the last race of the year. Marco Bezzecchi does it again. A brilliant, brilliant 5th victory of the season. And he needed that. Aprilia needed that. Zarco moves up to 12th. What a race. What a season, Megan.
Wait, are you telling me that Marc, Lorenzo, and Valle are all at the circuit at the same time?
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty standard, isn't it?
Yeah. Ah, look, he's so happy, Bezzecchi. But also very good for Bulliger. And also, that was like last corner for Aldeguer getting past Alex.
It's Aprilia's first 1-2 in engine manufacturers since the 2023 Catalan Grand Prix. You remember that, Meg, you were leading it at the end. When Aleix Espargaro won with Maverick Vinales in 2nd.
I was so happy when Aleix won. I was always happy when Aleix won something.
The red flag came out.
And now he's not.
Yeah, the red flag came out, so I had to leave the ending of that to go cover the Formula 1 race, and you took the checkered flag line.
Yeah. Ooh, I think that was Aleix's 2nd.
Yeah, no. Raul takes a home podium, literally home podium, the Valencia boy.
I think everyone should be pleased that he's the one that won.
He got so close to a home victory. 0.3, and then at the line it was 0.6. Digi on the podium again though. VR46 doing an amazing job, and everyone moves on to 2026, the last year of this engine regulation of the 1000cc motorcycles. Pedro Costa's going to the wall somewhere and has got jumped into
At least
the crowd.
he waited until the end to do that.
Marco Bezzecchi victorious, the Italian on top. First ever Aprilia rider to win 3 races in the same season. 5. You're back with us. Apologies for that slight interruption. We're on orbit cam for the moment.
Oh.
This is the last lap, Megan, and that
Alex
is...
went wide.
Alex goes wide, and Aldeguer slips back through on the inside line.
Alex looked so shocked there. He was like, what? You were that close. I would have been more careful if you'd were.
Did he anticipate him coming through there?
No, he looked shocked when his head literally snapped up to say, you were there. It's like, I didn't realise you were this close to me. I would have been more careful.
Basically, the reason we just had a slight issue is because MotoGP have kicked us out of the live timing because they've shut down to go into tomorrow, and it's kicked us out. So a slight issue at the moment. We'll try and get back shortly. But Megs, what an end to the season.
It was a very intriguing end to the season, and honestly, I felt very happy that Ducati at least got a 1 place during the top three because their weekend has been terrible. And that Bullock actually managed to get some points for both himself and for the factory team, of course, because Bagnaia certainly didn't have any. Oh, and there's revving of the engine going on. That's by Oliveira, who obviously is last race.
Last race. Yeah, he's kicked us out of the timings.
That's a shame. I think also because it's end of season.
Seems to be the way it goes, doesn't it, at the moment? So we'll hopefully be ready shortly and to hand you back down to our runners. As we wait to see what we're going to have in MotoGP for 2026 as well. Let's send you downstairs to TNT.
Fourth in the championship for Pedro Acosta. Fought all he could. Unable to keep the Ducati at bay, however.
Well, he's done his job, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Over to you guys. He said that a lot this year, by the way.
Yeah, and
he said it with anger at the start of the year.
Yeah.
He said it as a team player, let's say, this part of the year.
Albert Valera on the left, his manager, Mark Balcells, who actually looks after his affairs directly.
I've said it before. I'll tell you what, you'd want him as your rider. Pedro, he leaves nothing out there. You'd work late nights for him, wouldn't you, Gav?
Absolutely. You know, you're not getting any change out of his performances. There's his dad, Ruggiero, down there. They've created a fantastic atmosphere. A really Italian feel to it all, you know, and very tight.
Brilliant.
Aren't they? Yeah,
they are.
All going to bat for each other, it feels like now.
Definitely. Well, it's been a long year, 22 rounds, the longest season ever in motorcycling since, what was it, 1949. And commentating on that race felt like it. I've got to say,
what?
I'm going to say it one.
The 1949 race.
I'm going to say it one more time. I don't know why we come here for the last round. It's not the best place, is it, for MotoGP racing?
Credit where it's due with Raul Fernandez.
Yeah, class act. Didn't put a wheel wrong.
Yeah, happy family at the Fernandez household later on.
Yeah. Beers on Adrian, though. My big thing for next year is I hope VR46 change that leather design. It's that
grubby.
They look grubby because of all the brake dust and
grubby.
They look grubby because of all the brake dust, and all they've got to do is just change the. It's like, well done, well done.
Alberto Pucci is just thinking, well, that saves some of my budget. Genuinely, that's. We're all.
Small issue as we get ready for the podium ceremony, but we've got our timings back. Now, basically, what's happened is that we've had Dorna shut down the timing systems ready for the test. Now, we've still got our systems up here because they run on a different timing system and network, but the other one's gone down, so we're borrowing Roto Timing's website for the live timings to come through. And there's our AI advert that we all love to get rid of. Yeah, Megan noticed it. So,
I noticed.
Yeah, thanks for that. Let's hear from Antonio in third.
After a double podium weekend.
Fabio, double podium to finish the year, but boy, you had to fight for it today. First coming through and on Alex, then on Pedro. Just how difficult a podium was that?
Fully honest, I expected a little more, but the Aprilias were incredible today. At the beginning, I was missing something compared to the first four. But after half race, I got my rhythm again, and I saved a little bit more the tire, and I was able to be faster and faster and faster. And at the end, the fight for the third place was amazing with Alex, and then with Pedro. I really wanted this podium to finish well the season, to give to the team a great achievement to finish the season. So super happy and proud of them and of me.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Ciao a tutti.
Megan's going to disappear now from the commentary and the season. So, Megan, very quickly, what's been your moment of 2025?
I would say probably Raul and Aldeguer getting their first wins.
Yeah.
Because I thought, oh my God, yay.
Thanks, Max, for the season. We'll see you on Tuesday for the test with a bit of your coverage. You'll be there eventually for some of it.
Oh, do you want to know my most depressing moment?
Yeah.
With Salvadori crossed in Germany.
Yeah. Let's hear then from Raul Fernandez. Celebrating with the team, he finishes second in today's race. He's talking with Jack Appleyard.
Today, podium today, Raul Fernandez and Trackhouse and Aprilia, a coming force.
Raul, what a brilliant ride, what a brilliant day. Success earlier on, and now you've managed to get onto the podium, pushing Marco all the way to the end. Did you think at any point that victory was possible?
Yes, five lap before to end the race. I saw that he make 2 mistakes. I got 3 tenths. I say maybe it's possible. But anyway, I'm happy I'm here. 7 days ago, I was with my injury in the shoulder, so it is amazing. Thanks to everybody, thanks to the team. They deserve it. As I tell you, I have a family, but anyway, I try until the end with Marco, but to end in a podium in Valencia is fantastic, so thanks to them y bueno, gracias a todos por venir porque ha sido increíble.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks to the fans as well, a special place for Raul Fernandez, who wins the rider of the race today.
What
Look
a
at that
shot.
shot there.
Great shots.
Brilliant shots, brilliant action from Raul Fernandez to finish in second position. I wonder if we're going to see him as a World Championship contender this year. That track house getting faster and faster. Let's hear then from our race winner. Third Grand Prix win, 5th win in total of the season with the 2 sprints. And it's Marco Bezzecchi. As the track invasion begins, he's speaking with Jack Appleyard down in Parc Fermé. As Digi stays where he was, Raul up 2. Bezzecchi led from start to finish. Back-to-back.
Marco, back-to-back MotoGP victories, 3rd in the World Championship secured. What a year it's been, what a way to finish it, but you really had to work for that one. Raul was not letting you rest.
Well, I had a lot of fun, I have to be honest. Especially in the end, because Raul was super fast, super close, and always getting closer lap by lap, so it was tough, but very happy, super satisfied about the job from the guys, and yeah, very happy. Can't hope for a better way to finish the season, and now we are gonna celebrate for sure. We need it. We must do it. But Tuesday we start 2026.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Back-to-back wins for Marco Bezzecchi here in Valencia and in Portugal last time. 3rd in the championship. Big track invasion here. They're underneath the podium. We'll be back in a moment for all those celebrations and all the analysis to our final round of 2025.
Unusual for them to go to an ad break before the podium. Guess it's with the delay of how everything's working out there. They want to make sure they get it all sorted for going in for the final time this year with an extended show on TNT side of things. Let's just confirm how they finished then. In this one, Marco Bezzecchi from Raul Fernandez and Fabio Di Gianantonio are 1, 2, and 3. Pedro Costa goes in 4th with Fermin Aldeguer in 5th. Alex Marquez 6th. Luca Marini in 7th. Brad Binder is in 8th. Jack Miller in 9th. And Nea Bassini rounds out the top 10. Miguel Oliveira is in 11th with Johan Zarco in 12th. Juan Mir in 13th place. That now confirms that Honda have moved from concession Group D to concession Group C, which means they lose the ability to test with factory riders during the Sepang shakedown and throughout the year, the extra days of testing. So everyone gets a bit more of a holiday during the year. Moving further down as well, we're going to have Alex Rins 14th. Nicolo Bulliger picks up another points-paying finish. He's only 2 appearances in MotoGP with the factory caddies, and he gets points. That's impressive. And then Augusto Fernandez and Songkat Chanchat round out the finishers. Aleix Espargaro retired in the pits. Fabio Quartararo retired. Maverick Vinales retired. Jorge Martin retired. Agur retired. Franco Morbidelli retired. And Pecco Bagnaia retired after getting forced off the track by Zarco on lap 1. Busy race. Busy last race of the year. We'll be back for all the action, of course, on testing. That's on Tuesday. Live on JB Motorsports across the networks. All 8 hours. I think it's looking at the schedule at the moment. It was up a minute ago. If I can have a look at it, I think it said it was in time, which is not going to be nice. So we get ready for it. I think it's 9 till 12, and then it's 8 till 12, then 12 till 4. So it's going to be a long couple of hours for the test. Oh, there is a break at lunchtime where we'll all bring up. We'll have a couple of guests on. They're going to be with us throughout the day. And we'll also check up with some of the members of the MotoGP paddock and hear all the latest interviews as well from around the world. And hear some podcasts as well from Simon Patterson from the race to get into the spirit of things. It's a very close one. Yeah, just confirm the times. It's for UK, it's 9 till 12 and then 12:20 till 4. So we're on air at 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. We'll probably be 5 minutes either side as well for the coverage. That's live on JB Motorsports as well. And then, of course, pre-season testing. It's all going to be on. We are going to be at the Sepang Shakedown in early January before going on to the Sepang Test and then off to Buriram for 2 days. And you can catch all that live on JB Motorsports as well as the Moto2 and Moto3. Right now, though, let's send it back down to Susie and the team for the podium ceremony.
Welcome back to a sunny Valencia. Weirdly, the sun's come out for the first time today. It's been freezing all day. There's been such a good vibe down here while those interviews were going on. Bez was basically floating in the air. The team were just bouncing him up and down. It was brilliant to see. It was very rock star and well-deserved, Michael.
Yeah, very well-deserved. Obviously, he's third in the world, but he's been so strong over pretty much the last third of the season. He's arguably been the strongest since we've lost Marc Marquez in the championship. But the celebrations for Aprilia, a 1-2, their first since 2023. I think they are the coming force in MotoGP. They've got such an asset in, well, they've got Jorge Martin, the outgoing world champion. They've got Marco Bezzecchi. They built him up to be a future superstar. The harmony there, obviously he's Italian, an Italian factory, and they're delivering those results. They believed in Ralph Fernandez, and all of a sudden he's arrived. No one's seen that coming from Ralph Fernandez. Got to say the foresight of Massimo Rivola, the guys at Trackhouse, to keep him in that role, and now he's delivering for them. So yeah, exceptional success story and so good to see, really.
Yeah, I think Davide Brivio was a big piece in that puzzle as well, wasn't he? But in terms of that Aprilia and being able to refine it really to make it work at any track, that's been so good for them this year. That's been such hard work, but it's been amazing how they've been able to do that.
It's been the key this season, and also it's something that they've not been able to do in the past. They've had a bike that on some tracks was, super efficient and working really well. The long cornered tracks there was like Barcelona, Assen, Silverstone, all these type of tracks where, suddenly we knew they were going to perform. Now, since the off-season, they've started to perform on stop-and-go tracks. They started to sort the braking. They started to have the bike that is more stable, looking more on rails, producing the lap times in qualifying as well. So they've put it all together. So they've got the race pace now. They can perform on different tracks, and they can qualify well. It seems like they got a whole package to go and put a championship contention together.
Yeah, Michael, so in terms of how that happens, obviously there's money behind R&D involved with that. How have they made that work?
I spoke to Paolo Bonora about this on Thursday, and he was explaining it was engine character. So they refined the engine. They had concessions up until Hungary. They lost those when they went up to Grade B, was it? But from there, they changed the exhaust system. They got the slip phase where the rider grabs the brakes, the rear tyre locks. It was never predictable before. It would kick back, it would snap. Now the rider knows exactly what's going to happen. They can use the grip of the rear tyre to stop, and it just works across the board. So yeah, chapeau to the engineers, to Fabiano Sterlicchini coming in there as technical director and really steering the ship. It's been a joy to witness that progression.
Now the noise is ramping up here, so the podium's about to start. We'll head over to Gav and celebrate this one. What a day for Aprilia.
Superb, isn't it? And they are rising all the time in MotoGP. It's great to see. It's great to see that the concessions are starting to take their effect. Hopefully, it can continue for KTM, Honda and Yamaha too. Remember, just one more year left of this formula before we switch in 27 to the 850s and Pirelli come in. That will be a big shake-up for the championship. Aprilia are rocking the world of MotoGP at the moment. A 1-2 here at the final round in Valencia. The Aprilia squad underneath the podium making as much noise as the tens of thousands who've entered the racetrack. It looked like it was going to be a tough year for them at the start of the year when Martin was out injured and Bez was down in the dumps, but since then, a real turnaround in fortunes for Aprilia. Third win of the season for Bezzecchi. A fourth for the factory over the year with Fernandez's in Australia. Fabio Gianantonio ending the season with his first double podium of the year on the GP25 for Ducati. He gets a factory bike again for next year. What will that look like? Interesting to see what he tests when we see them all out there. A reminder, test on Tuesday. Chance to see the new Moto2 world champion out in that as well. Fernandez celebrates only his second podium of the year, of course, after his win in Australia. And of course, Toprak Razgatlioglu will be in that test on Tuesday. But the winner of the final round here, crowning a fantastic season, third in the world for Marco Bezzecchi. An all-Italian job here on Spanish soil in Valencia. And a chance for the brothers of Italy to ring out around this famous old circuit.
MotoGP in 2025 comes to a close. It's champagne time for one final run. The fireworks go off. It's been an interesting year. It's been a confusing year. Marc Marquez is the world champion, but the final race winner is Marco Bezzecchi. Aprilia very much back and strong. What are we going to see in 2026? Very quickly coming up to the commentary box. Thank you everybody for your company in 2025 for MotoGP. It has been absolutely fantastic to have you along across all 22 races and 44 races in total with the sprints added in. It has been a magical season and it doesn't stop here. We're going to be covering all the action on Tuesday for the post-season test as we look ahead to 2026. And the first time we'll get to see Toprak Razgatlioglu on a MotoGP bike in a test. It's going to be a lot of fun. Join us on Tuesday for all of that. But for here and now in 2025, my thanks to everybody who's joined us in the commentary box this year. It really has been a pleasure. And for myself and Megan, thank you very much for allowing us to be your commentators. We'll see you next year in 2026 when we have so many world champions battling it out in the final year of the 1000cc regulations. Thank you very much much for your company in 2025. Marc Marquez is your MotoGP World Champion. Diego Moreira is your Moto2 World Champion. And Jose Antonio Rueda is your Moto3 World Champion. Thanks for your company. We'll see you next year when MotoGP kicks off for another 44 races. Bye-bye.